BNB has come to the end of the trend, and we've got a first indication that we may have a bullish reversal on our hands. There's a few other things that we want to wait for before we consider a long trade setup, but we're going to look at the details because we've been following BNB for 31 days and it's unfolded exactly as anticipated. You can watch the last 31 days literally as it's unfolded, what we said at the beginning. But today we're going to look at what is likely to occur next. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you don't know me by now, my name is Jiggy. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro, featured in the best-selling book, High Probability Trading Strategies, back in 2008, where I only used to focus on currencies, but now exclusive on crypto. So let's dive straight in. So today's the final day of the Follow Me on BNB, and it's been an amazing journey. An amazing journey because we started following it from literally over here, and what we said was it's likely that we are coming towards the end of a major correction. Did I say major enough? Yes, major correction. We're talking about this big A, B, C correction, and from this point here, and I'm going to zoom in, what we said was, all right, let's wait for, I'm going to draw it like this because this is what we said. Let's wait for this ABC to complete. And that was what happened here. We took some short-in opportunities and the market has just unfolded very nicely to a 5-wave sequence to the downside. That's what this part is in red, this part over here. And now it looks like we're coming towards the end of this major trend. When I say major trend, I'm not just referring to this part. We're actually referring to that whole macro picture. So this is the final part of that. So today what we're going to look at is what are some of the indicators. So what we said yesterday was ideally we want to see the price. Because what I use is one of the best ways of reading the markets, which is Elliott Waves. Elliott Waves reads the market psychology, just pure technicals of the buying and selling behavior. And what we've got over here is, I'm just going to do this so you can really see this as clearly as I can make it, is we have something called a swing high. And when price goes above a swing high, that's an indication, meaning it's probabilities, never certainties, that this low is likely going to hold, and this could be a low that will hold for a very long time. We're talking about months, we're talking about a swing on the upside, a new bullish trend that's going to last months, lots and lots of buying opportunity. So the idea would be to wait for this high to get exceeded. However, if you are highly skilled, you can drop down to a lower time frame and see, is there any pattern unfolding with these waves over here, these bars on a lower degree time frame that can help us get into the market earlier with high probability, with acceptable capital exposure. A couple of things. If you're brand new to Elliott Wave Fibonacci, I've got a masterclass. It's in the description link below. It teaches you literally what I'm talking about, how to count to 5 in terms of market price and how that really relates and the wave structure. And you'll see these wave structures time and time again. So it's in the description link below. You want to take that because it will take you to a new level. What we want to also be aware of is momentum. Momentum indicators measures the rate of change in terms of the rate of change of the markets. And the fast look back period, I won't get into too much detail, is in the upper part of the market, meaning it's overbought. So we just want to be aware of that and just keep that on our radar. It's still bullish, but it's overbought. So be aware of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually just going to jump down to an hourly chart to wrap up. Is this part of the market, like literally want to focus just on pattern. What does this look like to you? Okay, just so you're clear, if you're not familiar with Elliott Waves, the market moves in 5s and 3s, right? You'll see it time and time again. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the upside, and then typically an A, B, C correction. And then it repeats, right? So if this is the market structure, the typical textbook market structure, what do you see with this wave structure over here? Do you see any pattern unfolding? Well, what I see is a potential wave 1, wave 2, either a 3, 4, 5, or a 3, a 4 forming, and a 5. So I reckon this is going to be a 3. So the reason I'm bringing this to your attention is this is an indication that is an impulsive sequence to the upside, not a corrective sequence. Corrective sequences look more like this. Let me show you. They look like this. They are overlapping waves. This ended up being an overlapping wave. This down here looks impulsive. That's one of the biggest values of Elliott wave. Is the market in a correction or is it impulsive? So this gives us a clue that this might actually end up holding as the low. Now, we don't want to jump the gun. We're going to wait for momentum to be in our favor on the 4-hour chart, and then we're looking at a 1-hour chart. So I'm going to do a couple of things here. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to wait for. And if it unfolds like this, then we'll look for a trade setup. If it doesn't, then we'll just wait for a trade setup that does unfold. So it looks like, so this is, by the way, this is day number 31 of Follow Me on BNB. Literally the last 31 days, we've been following BNB closely with precise technical analysis, and we're making great profits shorting the market on the way down, and it's unfolded pretty much almost exactly as anticipated, just based on textbook. That's why I love cryptocurrency. It's textbook. The psychology is so raw. The patterns unfold really well. So it looks like a wave 1, a wave 2, either a 3, 4, 5, but I reckon it's going to end up unfolding as a 3, probably a 4, and a 5 like this. Mainly because of the momentum. There's some stuff on the momentum that I'm looking at. So if the price does go up, we don't want to, we don't need to worry about this bar. It looks like a positive bar, but if this occurs like this, I would anticipate the end of just a micro degree wave 5 top over here. And then I'll be patient, wait very patiently. Might take another day. Might take half a day. We'll set some alerts if this occurs. We're going to wait for an ABC, at least an ABC style correction. Something that looks like this. And then we'll do a bit more detailed analysis. And the buying opportunity is going to be at this point here. Sorry, this is the low. We want to buy on either a swing high, or what may also occur, which is really important, is this part of the market may break down. Wave C's tend to break down to a 5-wave structure. It might end up being something like this. And then we could also go long on a swing high. So if being the operative word, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but this is what I'm anticipating is going to happen. Some type of ABC correction. So you can see over here, this is like a nice ABC correction. So that would have been a nice long opportunity, but it's too soon. It's too soon because we haven't had that trend reversal yet. So we want to be patient. It's moved up. It had another correction. I want to wait for this. I want to wait for a bigger correction. Ideally, this will be the ideal situation. And then go long on a swing high and then put our stop loss below this low over here. And I'm going to keep this like this. And what's the bigger move that we're anticipating here? This is where you're going to get a reality. Like this is going to be like a real lesson for you. There's going to be two things that I want to get really clear. And I'm going to keep it on the hourly chart. This red line that you see on the way down is a 5-wave sequence to the downside. And what we would anticipate as a minimum is an A, B, C correction, something like this. This is where we would activate our insurance position, take some initial profits, make sure our stop loss is to break even if it occurs like this. But what am I really looking for? What I'm really looking for is, and this is going to blow your mind because this is like next level. We're looking to ride a very new big trend that is potentially going to go to all-time new highs. And if we manage to enter quite tight to the market over here, we're talking about very significant profits. We're talking about 5x, 10x, 20x risk reward on the trade with many compounding opportunities. But right now, literally right now, we're waiting. So we're not going long, we're not going short. We're standing aside, being patient for the ideal opportunity, ideal high probability setup based on momentum, pattern, time, and price. At the moment, the market is looking healthy, looking like it's making impulsive moves to the upside. Again, I'm just going to zoom in. I know I'm moving the screen a bit, but I just want to get a couple of points really clear. Sometimes it's hard to see, right? It's hard to see. If we do get this 5-wave sequence to the upside, which is looking like it's going to be the case, if we then get a correction, and especially if it breaks down to a 5-wave sequence, there's going to be some nice high probability setups. So now it's just a case of being patient, waiting for a few other factors. By the way, I've just launched the R15 BNB crypto gym where we go into precise detail in a timely fashion So if you've bought my course, the Elliott Fibonacci Masterclass is the initial kind of induction to really finding out what I do and how I trade, because I've been doing it for 15 years, 5 years in the crypto markets. And if you like this, you can buy one of my courses. We've got a massive discount on Elliott Wave and Fibonacci at the moment, and you can learn how to do this. But then you have an opportunity to join the crypto gym, which is basically doing the detail of what we're talking about and where is a high probability long order, short stop losses, and everything else. So there you have it. Today was the last day of follow me. I mean, I'll be keeping an eye on it, maybe every third day, every fifth day. But I wanted to follow me on BNB for quite a few days straight. We did 31 in the end, just waiting for the market to unfold, and literally it unfolded as anticipated. And we're just waiting for this trend reversal. And it looks like we've got the first indicators of this trend reversal. But again, too soon to buy. We're going to wait for a nice clean ABC correction and then look for a long order and then have acceptable capital exposure, 2% or 3%, 1% even, depending on your risk strategy on how to enter the trade itself. So if you like today's content, it was detailed, right? Detailed, this next level that we're talking about, using some of the best tools, momentum, pattern, price, and time. Elliott Wave in particular is just next level. So like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's finish on a quote. In fact, there's a quote I want to read. It's not in my book, but I think I've written it in one of the chapters, but it's not a quote in the book. It's, the trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. But this happens on macro degrees. So we're looking at the macro, intermediate, we will zoom in. And today we went into, not in the micro, but the sub-micro, right? Really into detail. And what we're looking for is we're towards the end of a sub-micro wave 5 on the way up. Wait for the correction, and we're looking for a micro reversal, sub-micro reversal, and then looking for an order on that sub-micro level. But the way we're going to manage it is going to be on the intermediate and the macro wave count. So we can really, because the big money's made in the big moves, we want to be in the positions for days, weeks, and possibly even months. And anytime there's extra entry opportunities, it's called trend continuation opportunities, it's going to compound. So we want to trade without hesitation or reservation. We want to be fearless and confident, but without being reckless. In other words, having an order in play, having a strategy in play, using stop losses, and then trailing our stop losses in a logical, mechanical, non-emotional manner. So I will be keeping an eye on BNB. Today was day number 31, the final day of the Follow Me series on BNB. I want to look at a few other coins as well. But as there's significant updates with BNB, I will kind of post it. But if you want to continue the BNB and you like this, you can join the R15 Crypto Gym. We're doing some more announcements where we're pioneering this to bring in the best value so we can significantly make a difference to your financial health with high probability crypto trading. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. What I'm going to cover tomorrow, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how everything else unfolds. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, take the masterclass, and I'll see you soon.